Do you have a pair of leather shoes that you're going to wear to an interview or other special occasion, and you're not sure how to make them look better or how to shine them? Well, you've come to the right place, because I'm Professor Capko, and I'm going to show you today my techniques that I learned when I was in the military for shining leather shoes. I'm going to show you how easy it is, and you'll be surprised how good a result that you can get if you follow my techniques. But first I want to say I believe something great is going to happen for you today. Alright, let's go about shining this shoe. If you'd like more content like this, go ahead and smash that like button so that both I and the YouTube algorithm will know to make and deliver more material such as this to you. Alright, in a prior video I showed you how to straight lace leather shoes like this for a professional appearance. If you missed that, I've linked it up here in the corner for you. You can watch that after this. And sometimes when I'm shining shoes, I will take the laces out just to protect them, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to show you how to go ahead and bring a pair of shoes such as this one back to life. And these aren't too bad, but they definitely don't have the shine and luster that they had in the beginning. Shining shoes not only makes them look better, but it also protects them and extends their life. So it's a good investment to learn how to shine shoes, and I'm going to show you today. And all you need is, here I've got some kiwi shoe polish. In this case I'm using neutral because these are not black shoes, these are heavy blue tone to them, so I'm going to go with the neutral color. I also have a brush that I'm going to use. It's a horsehair brush by Kiwi, and again, this is not sponsored, although I do have links down in the description of all these items, so if you want to get something similar you can. I label my brushes because I've got a couple different colored shoe that I have and that I shine, and I like to keep the brushes separate because there is a certain amount of the polish that gets on the brush, so I don't want to mix them up and get a dark color onto a lighter color shoe. So I just get a couple of these and I go ahead and label them with a permanent marker. The other thing that you will need would be some cotton balls. I also take some cotton from a shirt, like an old t-shirt, and cut it up. That's good for working the polish in. And you would also be well served to have some sort of shoe tree in the shoe to help keep its shape while you're shining it. It's not 100% necessary. You can just put your hand in it, but as I've mentioned before, I do recommend shoe trees, particularly ones that are cedar, such as this one, because it will help absorb some of the moisture that builds up in the shoes and help them last longer, as well as keep their shape. So I'm going to go ahead and put that back in, and the only other item that you're going to need is some water. So just some tap water is fine. Alright, so let's get started. I first want to brush these off a little bit and make sure there's no surface dust on them or easily removed dirt. So I just go all around brushing them like that. And that should be in pretty good shape there. Next I want to apply some of the polish. So as I mentioned, this is neutral, so it doesn't have any color to it. It appears just white, but it'll really come on clear. And what I'll do is I'll take the cover, I'll flip it upside down, and I add just a little bit of tap water to it. Add that to the top, and that way I can dip my cotton ball into the water first and then into the shoe polish, just to give it a little bit more, make it go on a little bit easier and go on a little bit better. So I go ahead and take some of the polish onto, not a whole lot, just a little bit, less is more, and I go ahead and apply it to the toe cap. And it's okay that there's, even though these are leather, that you're getting some water onto them, because this wax will help protect them, and we're gonna brush that off. We're gonna get it completely off of there, and they're gonna dry. So I'm gonna go around the toe cap and the vamp and go ahead and apply it. You don't need to apply as much on these portions of the shoe because the real shine comes down here at the toe and in the back, but I do like to apply some, at least one coat, to protect it. It'll help protect it from the weather. If you step into a puddle, hopefully you don't with your shoes, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And I'm just applying a coat all around. As such, and paying, like I said, close attention to the very back, because people see that part of the shoe and it's a little bit more sturdy, and also on the toe cap. Alright, so after I've applied my first layer, oftentimes I might work it in a little bit with my cotton, piece of the cotton, the shirt that I can use. And you would want to let it dry, so I can let it dry for a little bit and we'll come back to it. So I'm just going to pause here for a few minutes and let it dry. Alright, I'll let it dry some, and so I'm going to take the horsehair brush and vigorously hit it anywhere I've applied. You can see there's starting to be a bit of a shine building. Not a lot at first. We're going to have to do a couple layers. Anywhere I applied the polish, I want to hit with the horsehair brush. And do it kind of quickly because you want to actually build up a little bit of heat that helps the wax. If you stick around to the very end, I'm going to show you a special trick that I know to really bring up the shine. Get that back down there. So we've got a layer of protection on there, but it's still, these need a lot of work. These haven't been shined in years, so I'm going to apply some more. So I'm going to get a fresh cotton ball. Put this one aside, and again get some water on it, and I'm going to apply some more, and I'm going to focus now just on the areas that I want to really shine. So I'm not going to do it so much on the areas that bend, and you can see where there's places where the shoe bends, because if you put too much on there, when it dries and you walk, it's going to just crack. So I'm going to focus more on the toe cap and the very back. And we did put some on other places just to protect the shoe, but I don't want to put so much on there that those areas crack. So I'm going to get the back of the shoe like that. That's pretty good there. And again, I'm going to allow it to dry for a few minutes before we brush it with the horsehair brush. So I'm going to pause here again. Alright, a few moments have gone by to allow it to dry. What I usually do is I just work on the other shoe while the first one is drying, and then go back and forth. Let's go ahead and hit it again across the toe box, the toe cap, excuse me, with the horsehair brush. Sometimes I'm going to go ahead and have it See, it's starting to get a little darker, starting to get a little shinier. That's looking better. We're still not to where we want to be yet. I'm going to go ahead and use the brush on the back. Alright, you can see that it's starting to look a little bit better, but I'd like to apply another coat. This time I'm going to use the cotton t-shirt. I can just wrap it around one of my fingers, dip it into the water, dip it into the neutral shoe polish, and you see this one applies it a little bit more liberally, the top layer. Put some on the back. And we let it dry for a few minutes before we hit it with the horsehair brush. Alright, a little bit of time has gone by. I'm gonna hit it with my brush now. And the color is really looking much better. I still don't have the shine that I want, but the color is very much improved. And we're going to work on that shine here in a moment. I'm going to show you some more steps. Get that. You see the color is a little bit more uniform and looking much better. And let me get the back. Gotta be careful, sometimes I get too much wax in there and it gets into the, and I forget the name of the little holes. I think they're called broguing. I could have that incorrect. I'll put it down in the comments. Or if you know, put it down in the comments. I should know, but it escapes me at the moment. Again, the whole shoe's looking better. I want to take it to the next level. The other item now I want to do is I want to take a soft cloth and Kiwi actually has these as well. Again, this is not sponsored, I'm just happened to buy a package from them, so they've got some soft chamois cloths that I can start rubbing onto the shoe and work on getting that these were in worse shape than I thought. I'm going to put one more coat on. All right. Now for my last trick, I'm going to take a nylon, such as a nylon stocking, and I always borrow one from my wife, and use that to do the final polishing on the shoe. That nylon helps heat up the wax and really helps it shine. Alright, so that's an improvement over what it was. It's probably could use a couple more coats because it's been so long since I've done this. For comparison, here's the other. And you can see there's quite a bit of the colors come back here. This one definitely needs some work, and you can keep putting coats on here. This color doesn't really shine as well as, say, a black or one of the other colors. So that is my technique for shining your shoes. If you like this sort of thing, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Thank you.